Alright, so this is my second video, um, and this video prompt is asking what knowledge has helped you become culturally literate in your own cultures, in other cultures, and what gaps remain for you to become more literate in your host culture. Well, after watching the video on cultural literacy, I believe that you cannot totally it takes a while to become culturally literate. And the first question says what knowledge has helped you become culturally literate in your own culture. And I believe just growing up in the US, I believe helps one become culturally literate. I am more or less aware of everything going on around me there. I know how to get by, and it seems second nature at first, but when you come to another place, like being here in Paris, stuff that seems like a daily routine to people, like jumping on the metro and swiping their pass, is it's takes a little bit to get used to. There's a lot of ins and outs that you don't fully realize are um, so simple at home, but when you come somewhere else and you see other people doing them and you can't do them as easily as you can back home, it's kind of a reality check, and it kind of keeps you humble. And but I believe that helps you strive to become more culturally literate, so you can become so you become more culturally literate by doing the things that everybody around you is doing, no problem whatsoever. um, and so I believe just following that routine, watching, looking out for the examples of others, just listening and being fully aware of your surroundings, I believe will absolutely help one become culturally literate, because I can not speak much French at all. So I'm kind of relying on what's around me, like verbal cues from people. Since I can't fully communicate, I use like Google Translate. When I went to the bank today, I wrote down something like I'd like to get this from my debit card, and I wrote that down. But the first thing I said was "Bonjour, parlez-vous anglais?" Like, hello, do you speak English? And the lady said a little, so I still showed her the note, and she said, "Oh, okay." So communication, I believe, is very important in becoming culturally literate, but I don't believe it's the most major part of becoming culturally literate, because since it's almost been a month since we've been here, and my communication's improved a little bit. I can kind of get by, but it just getting used to the daily routine, I think, is a lot more important. And um, and then just like this past weekend, we went to Amsterdam, which was really fun. And you see when you go up there that everyone rides bikes, and you have to be really aware of what's going on, because the sidewalk is split up into two, and the left side is the bike path and the right side is the walker's path. So if you're not aware of what's going on, you will get run over by a bike, because every single person in that city rides a bike, it seems like. So more or less, I believe just the becoming culturally literate in other cultures is all about how aware you are of your own surroundings. And what gaps remain for you to become more literate in your host culture? Um, well, obviously, I'd like language. Like I said, it's not a big part. I'd like to improve on it a little, but more or less, just being able to not have any problems in my daily life. Just be able to wake up in the morning, go to school, go to the grocery store, get what I need, come back, and just not get into a routine, but understand what I need to do, how I need to accomplish what I have to do, and to not stand out, because uh, it's different being the minority at a school, and no matter what, everybody in our group, everybody in Europe can spot Americans immediately. So it's all about just being, just I guess fitting the mold, just putting yourself in the right situation to not stand out, to not be a target of others. And I believe that's you become more culturally literate once you become more aware of that and your surroundings, and just how to proceed with your everyday life. Um, yeah.